like I mentioned the other day, I'm going to do some videos during this lockdown period, showing you just some at-home car care tips you can do to get your ride to look good, as well as to help pass the time. For the first video though, I wanted to go and cover some different tips, ways that you can help to sanitize your vehicle if you're going to be working during this period, or if you're going to be going out, grocery shopping, doing that kind of thing. Just some different precautions you can take to help protect yourself as well as your family. Again, first of all, I am not a medical professional, but these are tips that I've found through my knowledge, as well as the CDC site, and also through the advice of medical and chemical manufacturers. The first thing that I wanted to cover is that there's a big difference between actually, considering we don't know much at all about the virus, there's a big difference between killing the virus and cleaning the surface. And what I've seen a lot of people, taking steps as far as to, protect themselves, thinking that they're killing the virus, and more than likely they're actually just spreading any kind of those germs that are in there on other surfaces, and not actually, so they can kind of be doing more harm than they are actually doing good. You want to, depending on the type of chemical that you're using, you want to check to make sure that it's something that is actually going to be killing germs and not just cleaning the surface. That wasn't a corona cough, don't worry. But first of all, like if you don't have the proper chemicals to kill the virus, I've seen a lot of people saying stuff with just the soap and water. And yeah, true, the soap and water is good to clean the surface, but you have to remember that you're not actually killing any kind of germs, or you're definitely not killing the virus by doing that. You're more than likely, what you're really just doing is you're cleaning it from that surface. So you really have to take special precaution that you're not spreading it onto the other surfaces as you're cleaning it. The thing with the soap and water, like I said, with just using that, you're only going to be cleaning it, and you're not actually going to be killing the virus. So if that's all that you have is the soap and water option, you don't have any other proper type of chemicals, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you have multiple rags to do this. And also make sure that you're obviously wearing gloves when you are doing this as well. So like I said, with the multiple rags, say you're cleaning your steering wheel. You want to make sure that after you clean the steering wheel with that rag, that you're throwing that away, and then you're now using a new towel to clean the next area, because otherwise basically all you're doing is just taking whatever's on that steering wheel and then you're transferring it to the next surface that you clean. Your best option obviously would be to use a proper chemical that's going to kill the virus or kill any kind of germs, versus just cleaning it from that surface. Depending on what chemicals you have access to, a lot of things are hard to come by right now. You're definitely going to want to check with the manufacturer on the label, on their website, to see what it's actually doing for you. Is it killing it, or is it just cleaning the surface? Another thing to mention with any type of chemicals or cleaners, you're going to want to make sure to check with them on the dwell time, because what I've seen is a lot of people, they have a spray or a wipe, they're just spraying it on there, wiping it off. That's really not killing any kind of germ or virus. Most chemical cleaners are going to have a dwell time, and when I say dwell time, that's basically the amount of time once you spray it on the surface that you're letting it sit there, and to let it actually work and to kill those germs. A lot of the typical cleaners and chemicals, it's going to be, take several minutes that their recommended dwell time is. So say you're cleaning the steering wheel or your shifter handle or door handle on your car, you're going to want to spray that cleaner on the surface, then let it sit for the recommended dwell time, say it's 4 or 5 minutes, let it sit on there, then you're going to need to take a towel and wipe that surface. Again, when you're doing that, you're also, like I said, it's important to kind of have access and have multiple cleaning towels that you're using, so that you can use one towel for one area, then use a new clean towel for the next area, so that way you're eliminating the risk of spreading stuff from one surface to the next surface. So the dwell time is important, and the multiple towels is very important as well. I do recommend, I'm sure most of you have been, but to check on the CDC site and just to kind of check their recommendations and stuff like that, so that way you're using the best techniques and process when you're cleaning this stuff, and also any kind of recommended cleaners that they can give you. I've been reaching out to some of our different various suppliers for chemicals and stuff like that, seeing if I can obtain, some bulk quantities of certain cleaners and stuff like that that will help and be useful for you guys. I'll definitely keep you updated on the progress of that. Another thing I wanted to mention, just coming from within the detailing industry, I've seen all kinds of detailers all over that have been, preaching steam cleaners and ozone machines, and those are great tools for detailing. They do work wonders, and they do help to eliminate germs, bacteria, and that kind of stuff. However, this virus is new. We don't know nothing about it. And the detailers within the detailing community definitely don't know nothing about it. If the medical professionals have limited knowledge on it, then these guys who are telling you that they're offering this so-and-so sanitation package, they're full of it, they really don't know what they're talking about, so don't listen to them on that. The fact is, with steam cleaners, just steaming your car or steaming the surface isn't going to kill any type of germs or bacteria and stuff like that, especially when they're just lightly steaming these surfaces or vents and all of that. You have to, in order for the steam to kill any kind of germs and stuff like that, it needs to be steamed for several minutes, not just hit very quickly. Your typical average bacteria and germs that are going to be on most surfaces in your car, the point of about 160 to 180 degrees usually does work to kill those. However, I can't speak for this virus what the temperatures are for that. But with it killing it at that temperatures, obviously with our steam cleaners working above 215 to 250 degrees area, they are going to be able to kill certain germs and bacteria, but only after they're being steamed for several minutes. So just a quick steam off on your steering wheel isn't going to kill anything. So those are not really very good options as far as to sanitize the interior of your vehicle. Just want to let you know that in case you're trying to use a steam cleaner you might have at home, or if there's a local business by you that's claiming that they're able to do that by steam cleaning, that's not really the case. Another good option, if you're traveling or you're working, when you're coming in and out of stores, it would be the steering wheel covers or seat covers, just because that's going to help to eliminate anything that you picked up that you could, on your clothes that could get onto the seat, or on your hands that you're getting onto the steering wheel or shifter knobs. You're going to want to make sure, if you have access to get something like that, or if you look online, there are a lot of places that do offer it, that you could order, plastic seat covers or steering wheel covers, just to put on there. That way you can put those on there when you come out of the store, and then when you get back home, you could take those off of there and throw them away for an added layer of protection. That's a really good option. Another thing, just as far as on your seat, if you don't have a seat cover, even something as simple as having garbage bags or some kind of plastic sheeting, if you can put that on your seats, that's going to help to protect it. Then you can take those and throw them away, obviously, when you get back, and then take your normal cleaning process to sanitize those surfaces a little bit better. That's going to help to eliminate, those, areas being contaminated through your clothes or through your hands. Another good option, obviously, would be when you get back from any of those places or your workplace, would be to instantly to change your clothes, take them where you can throw them in the washer and clean them right away, just because in case if you have picked up anything, that you're not going to be transferring it then from your car or wherever you were at, then into your house, onto your couches and seats and stuff like that. One of the other things that I did want to mention as well, when you're cleaning your vehicle after, say, you're working or traveling out to get groceries and stuff like that, would be obviously it's important to clean all of your major touch points. So any kind of your steering wheel, your shifter knob, your door handles, your window buttons, any of those places that you're touching a lot, your radio buttons, make sure that you clean those very well, because if anything, if you did pick up any kind of germs and virus on your fingers or anything like that, you're transferring it to all those spots. So it's very important to make sure to clean those extra well. Like I said, these are just some different tips and stuff like that that I've picked up through my knowledge with the detailing industry, as well as just research and information I've got from credible sources. Like I said, it's also important obviously to do your research, check out the CDC site, and make sure it's coming from a credible source. Reaching out or checking the websites of the chemical manufacturers is a good idea as well. Like I said earlier, I did mention I've been in talk with a lot of these different suppliers that we use for chemicals, and I am in the process of trying to obtain some larger quantities of some of these chemical cleaners that are going to be products that are designed for actually killing the virus versus just cleaning the surface. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Any updates or any new information I get on that, I'll make sure to keep you posted. I'm going to be making a lot more of these videos too, as well as more information is available to me, as well as some other at-home car care tips, some stuff that you can do, not even pertaining necessarily to this virus right now, but just stuff that I can pass along to you that you guys can do on your own vehicles, as far as just detailing it, getting your vehicles to look better, as well as just helping you to pass the time if you're someone that's off work, or you have some downtime right now. It's a perfect opportunity where you can, if you have a garage, or pull the car out of your driveway so you can get some fresh air, detail your car. To a lot of people, it's therapeutic in itself, and they enjoy doing that. So there's no better time than right now. If you're looking for something, to do to pass the time, that's a great way to do it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like I said, I will keep you updated. Stay safe, take your special precautions, and see you guys soon.